The biggest issue we're seeing right now is that housing is just not affordable. Rent keeps on increasing, whereas wages are pretty much the same and have been for decades, pretty much everywhere within the Metro Atlanta area. Miss Marita Lumley, she had received a notice of termination from her property. The property was alleging that her grandsons had created disturbances on the property, so they were going to terminate her lease. When we spoke to her, we found out that the instances were pretty minor. The first one was really just the grandson was looking at a garden and the neighbors weren't happy that he was on the property. And the second incident was where another one of her grandsons was arguing with his girlfriend. Miss Lumley is disabled. She has severe back issues. So the reason why her grandsons were even on the property in the first place were to help her with things around the house and check up on her.
I was at my wit's end, didn't know what I was going to do. The situation had me crying, not eating. It was like, okay, we want this apartment. And that's what I feel like's happening. Because too many of us seniors that live there, they're finding the craziest reasons to remove. But then God sent me the lawyer that I have, who's an angel, because she has worked on this so hard.
Under the law, when you are in subsidized housing, the property needs to have a good cause reason to terminate your lease. It did end up going to court because the property really didn't feel like they needed to settle. I think they felt that they had a strong case, and we knew we had a better case. Once we got to the hearing and the attorney and I spoke face to face and the property manager was there, we were able to come to an agreement.
It's like carrying a mountain on your back and now it's off. So I feel good, I feel blessed.
It is disheartening to see that there was no room for compassion or grace for Miss Lumley, and instead she was met with such a strong action against her, and she was put in such a vulnerable place. Stories like Miss Lumley's sound very egregious. They sound like they would only happen every once in a while, but these are the kinds of cases that we get on a week-to-week basis.
If I could go to the top of Stone Mountain and shout it, that you have some of the best people working with legal aid, because they never gave up on me. If we don't help each other, we're lost.